Evening tubers, this is KingGrimlock, back for another Grimgram, and first off, as ever, a little bit of housekeeping. This will be a continuation of my subscribers, reviewers, oh, bugger. My viewers request and we'll continue it on with Zizzler 8707 Linky. Request for Universe Galvatron. As I've said in every one of these videos up until now, new subscribers, please be aware that your name will not go up on the list until after auto-assembly, because all of these were filmed in a short space of time, for posterity's sake and for the fact that I've actually got the time to do it. Apologies, thank you for your patience, and normal service will resume soon. So, shall we crack on with Universe Galvatron, the much maligned toy, and pretty much for good reason. I'll get it out of the way. I'll get it out of the way now, actually. I only have one complaint with this toy. Literally one complaint, and that's that it's not a Voyager. If it was a Voyager, every other complaint would be gone. As is, what you get is a fairly stonking tank mode. Everything about it's pretty damn good. Nice detail, nice level of detail, some really great sculpting. Some paint apps would have been nice. You know, bits are picked out here and there, but you've got a really nice sculpted figure. And you get the feeling that this was a Voyager up until the last minute, because so much of it is so intricate and so well placed and so perfectly done. I mean, say, all these little sculpted details. Can you imagine if this had just been, you know, the same as much again? It would have been beautiful. It would have been glorious. Tank does, boom, yeah, there we go. That's enough of that. We'll never see that again. Yeah, it's a real shame. Love the Galvatron 25th anniversary line. Yeah, congratulations. I love this mode. I think it looks fantastic. If I had a decent Galvatron figure other than this, if I had another Galvatron figure other than this, I'd probably display this in this mode. But as is, he sits with his Cyclonus and his Armada, and we'll sit with Scourge when Scourge comes out. That said, just found out today there's a repaint of this coming out in a slightly lighter grey. Chewy. I mean, really, there's not much I can say about it. It moves, that moves, the wheels roll. It's hampered massively by the fact that it's too small. This looks fine. I'm going to get onto the robot because there's so much to bitch about. And there we have Galvatron in his robot mode. An unintentional piece former, if ever there was one. Yeah, the transformation isn't exactly what you would call intuitive. It's not what you would call well made. Well done. Stand up, you useless hunk of plastic. It's just a bad robot mode. Bad robot. Oh, he's just poor. Aesthetically, he's okay. Again, imagine him bigger, and he'd be great. But what you know, you've got all this sculpted detail, you've got this really intricate transformation that's a little overcomplicated for something of this size, meaning that all the joints just go all over the place, and it just falls apart. And the fact that you have all of this massive amount of kibble on his back. Now, it fits okay. It all tucks away really nicely, and it's been, you know, accounted for. But the fact that you have things like this, you know what that is? That's part of his third mode. That's part of his third mode that never got released because they realised that if you tried to make a third mode out of him, which was supposed to be like a tank stand, like the new Dark Mount coming out with a sort of, you know, an H-tank almost, a battle platform, he would have fallen apart even more than he already does. This is Hasbro's quality control at its very bloody worst. There is not much good about this toy. It looks okay, but everything is tiny. I mean, his head is bloody Pinhead. That is almost as small as Counterpunch's head. That's how small it is. It's poor. The whole thing just falls apart. The arm doesn't look right. You know, Galvatron as a tank, I'm cool with as long as it's a big damn tank. He's a leader. He is the leader of the Decepticons. He should be a Voyager class at worst, if not a leader. Oh, it's giving me gas. He's that bad. The hands. What's going on with the hands? Why aren't these further out? Why can't they pull out further? Why aren't they articulated? Why isn't there a hole in there for a gun? Where is his damn gun other than this stupid grey arm cannon? That looks quite nice, actually. It could do with being, I don't know, a foot further up his arm. I could bitch about this all day and say things that people have already said. I might find new things to say. Why don't these plug in at the back? Why is there no clip? There is a bit there and there's a hole there. Why doesn't it click? Huh? This is the worst that the universe got. This is the worst of the chug line by far and away. The only thing that could make this better is Chrome, and that's why the Henke one probably gets my vote by about a millimetre above this piece of junk. Honestly, great tank mode. Would have been a great transformation and robot mode if it was a bigger one. If it was an Ultra or a Voyager, it would have been fine. But as a deluxe, it is a complete waste of your time and money.